program briefly to you. Huawei Student Developers is a global program for college students who share a passion for cutting-edge technologies. Every student, no matter you are undergraduate or graduate, and no matter what academic background are you from, are welcome to join this digital community. In our digital community, you have opportunities to meet like-minded peers and learning from each other. And we also provide numerous online resources to help you improve your technical capacities. More concretely, we have several kinds of different events like mobile development workshops and also tech talks like the event we held today. And in the future, we will also hold some kinds of hackathons. Besides these events, we also have some online resources like some courses on programming languages and artificial intelligence and also VR and so on. So if you are interested and would like to join, you can scan the QR code on the left of this screen for more details. And you can also log in through the website link below. And the registration process is very simple. You only need to answer several short questions, and then the registration process is made. So please join us if you are interested. Okay, so now let's turn to the topic today. The topic of our tech talk is apply Yinyang to win in AI. I see today there are many Chinese students in this tech talk, so maybe the concept of Yinyang is not unfamiliar with you. It's a concept from the traditional Chinese philosophy, the Taoism. And our tech talk today is primarily about artificial intelligence and business analysis. So it seems that the traditional Chinese philosophy and some cutting-edge technology like AI are irrelevant, but in fact, they have some inherent relations. And our speaker today, Twin Liu, will talk about this kind of inherent relations and how the thinking of Yinyang helped her developing several hackathon-winning applications and help her improve her working of business analysis. I know you may come across many questions in the process of the guest speech. So if you have some questions, you are welcome to write them down in the online chat. And after the speech, we will have a Q&A session to help you communicate with our speaker face-to-face. So now let's warmly welcome the speaker today, Twin Liu. Yeah, Twin, you can talk.
Thank you so much, Yin. If you stop sharing screen, maybe.
Yeah, you can share your screen directly.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, we can see it.
Fantastic, fantastic. So let me go all the way back to the top and the first. First of all, thank you so much for the invitation. And everybody within Huawei Student Developers Group is incredibly lucky. You have no idea how lucky you are, right? Because there is a new wave of technology stacks and AI application toolkits from Huawei, so such as Harmony OS, as well as the machine learning kit, as well as the AR VR kit, as well as the AI kit. There's just an amazing time essentially for technology. So you're incredibly lucky. And Also because you will, when the Huawei hackathons roll out, you will have the opportunity to win amazing swag, right? This is very important. We actually had the Huawei student meeting in London about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and somebody was sitting next to me, won a Huawei watch, the brand new Huawei watch. And he was just so happy. He was one of the student organizers. So I just want to thank you for inviting me and say how lucky you are. And with that, I'm going to launch into my presentation. So I will, towards the end, talk about my own system census. But first, I want to provide some context about yin-yang. And yin-yang essentially is about our internal natural dynamic energies. And these energies are essentially, within each and every single one of us, regardless of religion, regardless of gender, regardless of, where we're from, and regardless of, geopolitics and everything else. It's from Taoism, which is a philosophy of mind, matter, meaning, being, becoming, and the evolution of our intelligent lives. Sometimes, people refer to yin yang in terms of the sun and the moon, to Mother Nature, Nuwa, and Fusi the maker with their tools. And, this particular banner is from 2nd century BC. Taoism itself is over 7,300 years history. And I want to emphasize that at its core, it's about connection, communication, collaboration, co-creation, and coherency. Now, we may think that yin-yang is just Chinese, but in actual fact, in Norse mythology and Scandinavian history, there is the equivalent of Nuwa in terms of Freya, the Norse goddess of love, fertility, harmony, balance, and power. And there is also, of course, Thor with his, thunder and lightning hammer, which is different from Fusi's carpenter's square. But essentially, it's also about, tools to make things. And when we think about yin yang, it is not actually just about historical context. In actual fact, let's not launch it yet. Within astronomy and quantum physics, there's actually now evidence, so scientific evidence, that yin-yang as a philosophy, as an idea, actually has scientific proof. So isn't that amazing? That an idea from 7,300 years ago actually exists in astronomy and in quantum physics, right? Because the universe is actually yin-yang. So let's take a look of this evidence. Oops, why did that go not? Let's try that again. So isn't that amazing to think that in 2021, we actually have scientific evidence within astronomy and quantum physics that shows that the universe is yin-yang. Now, since we are made from the universe's atoms, it means that we are made with yin-yang. And so that is at a macro level of astronomy. And then there is evidence of yin-yang connections, communication, collaboration, co-creation, and coherency at a biological level. So let's take a look at this. Isn't that amazing? So when we think about AI, which is supposed to be about neural networks, be inspired essentially by, you know, this type of scientific material from astronomy and quantum physics and biology and yin yang, to inform the way that, you know, we think about how to apply yin yang within AI, because it's actually all about, you know, our natural energies, our communication, our connection, our collaboration, our co-creation, and our coherency together. Now, for me, I actually go deeper than the mathematics of astronomy and quantum physics and biology. I think of yin yang at a very deep level in terms of its inner truths, right? It's zhongfu, as we say in Cantonese, and zhengfu in Mandarin. So the yin can be, you know, our soft side, our feminine side, our smooth side, our ability to communicate with each other. The yang can be our active side, you know, when we really want to get the job done and to get the code, you know, shipped, right? And then also the restlessness of when we're being creative and we want to explore and we want to solve problems together. And we have to remember that these are inequalities in every single one of us. So there is soft within the hard, like when our feet are inside our shoes, right? There is the hard that is within the soft. So such as there is a, you know, a metaphor in English literature called the iron fist inside the velvet glove, right? So what it means is that we can have very powerful technology, but it also has to be beautifully designed, as an example. So all of these essentially, you know, connections, collaborations, co-creations, they all together, they form a unified and coherent system. So for me, when I think about yin yang, I actually think about how do I apply it in terms of my head, heart, and soul in everything that I think, feel, sense, and do, right? Whether it is in art, whether it is in how I interact with other people, how I'm considerate with my team, how I'm always constantly open to learning and then adapting, how I do science, how I do AI. So this is something to bear in mind is, you know, to harness those inner energies, those dynamics between male and female, or hard and soft and, you know, creative and scientific parts of ourselves in collaboration with other people to create AI that solves the problems for others. So let me admit this other person. So as a practical example of me applying yin yang, this is a cross-culture collaboration that I did with a team at IBM Watson in San Francisco. It was a hackathon. And I was incredibly lucky because my team was very diverse. Again, you know, cross-cultural collaboration means diversity of thought, diversity of ideas, diversity and shared responsibilities. So here I am, somebody took a photo of me being field marshal. I was very lucky because my team were very open-minded and they let me do project management. And so this is an example essentially of the yin yang of female and male qualities, and we won. So this is what you guys will experience at the Huawei Student Hackathons, because you will probably win swag such as, well, I won a GoPro 5, which is very useful. And we had great write-ups, and it was a tremendous event. So I would encourage all of you to participate within the Huawei ecosystem. And then another example of applying Yinyang is in this wearable hackathon, which involved essentially an infrared camera lens from Fleur, which is an American company. And we attached it essentially to a Raspberry Pi. And I went and I found essentially, you know, some elastic sort of armband. And we literally just cobbled it together and, you know, demonstrated essentially how we can keep visibly impaired people safe, because if they can't see a hot object in front of them, we can create AI technologies, a wearable, to keep, you know, to help keep them safe.
Organizations like the IMO who step up and enable the key management, so we can have trust.
Sorry, can the other person mute? Sorry. And so this is the example. So Yinyang is about energies, essentially, right? So this is an example of us harnessing our knowledge of temperature energy, right? Wavelength energy, to be able to detect when we were approaching a hot object. And so the Raspberry Pi could send an audio message to the visibly impaired person that they were approaching a hot object, so that, you know, they wouldn't you know, sort of burn themselves on a stove or, you know, on a kettle or anything hot like that. So when we apply Yinyang, what we're doing is that we are actually being considerate, right, towards the end user, and we are applying our knowledge of, you know, energy fields essentially, and collaboration to help solve, you know, a wide variety of problems. So as much as possible, when you're doing the hackathon, be creative. I mean, experiment, right? Be open-minded, be adaptive, be creative, exactly like Yinyang. And again, we had won this hackathon. Now, the other area of that Yinyang is applied in is obviously within feng shui. So in the design and flow of the space and the time around us, so that we become much more mindful, and also because maybe it might improve our potential to earn money. So let's watch Tina and how she does it.
Feng Shui is an ancient Chinese art of placement, and it is used to facilitate the qi energy in homes, gardens, offices, etc. Good Feng Shui will enhance your life by bringing harmony and balance in your surroundings. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tina, and as some of you guys know, I was born and raised in China. So I'm very familiar with the Chinese culture and history. Feng Shui is something that I have been aware of and certainly interested in for a really long time. And it's something that I use and practice in my home. In this video, I will be sharing the Feng Shui tips that I use in my home, and hopefully it will give you some ideas on how you can incorporate it in your home to attract the things that you want. Now let's get started. Okay, the most interesting thing that I would like you to take away is to figure out the energy map in your home. So every home has a place of money, a place of love and marriage, health, career, and education, and other things as well. So if there's something that you would like to focus on or improve in your life, then definitely find out where that is in your home. So for example, the place of money is in the southeast corner of every home. And in my home, that corresponds to the entryway. According to the energy map, for place of money, it's good to incorporate wood elements and the color green. And if you've seen my entryway, the entire color palette is in this greenish sea foamy color, from the door to the carpet to the art on the wall.
So again, I am going to show that yin yang is actually universal, because when we look at Scandinavian furniture design and their approach, their philosophy, their principles towards Scandinavian space-time layouts, and the warmth and the energy of the home, it is exactly the same. So in actual fact, yin yang is universal, and it transcends essentially all countries. So let's take a look at this. So we can see essentially, those common themes of warmth. We can see those common themes of nature. And what we learn is essentially that, nature essentially is the common ground for all of us. It is the core for all of us, whichever country we are from, whatever we're doing in terms of our jobs. Ultimately, nature is the core currency, the core language for all of us. So when we are doing AI, when we're problem solving, when we're collaborating with our teams, applying AI and understanding, applying yin yang and understanding that ultimately it is about connections, communication, and co-creation is the most important thing. Now, on to the bigger opportunity, right? For applying AI for this next generation, essentially, of the world that we are going to build together. I'm going to show you a little clip from Huawei Smart Home Arc Lab. And this is why students are incredibly lucky, because it means that you will all end up building these amazing technologies and having fun together, co-creating, right?
Welcome to the Huawei Smart Home Arc Lab. I'll lead you to this experience. The ornaments here symbolize the infinite beauty of high-link technology that connects everything, and can also let everyone feel the sense of technology in the exhibition hall as they walk towards the Arc Lab. Intelligent collaboration of different devices depends on Huawei's all-house smart solution. This solution consists of one host, two networks, and N hardware devices. The integrated home infrastructure construction solution integrates network and device coverages to implement intelligent interconnection and collaboration of all-house smart hardware and acousto-optic, hydropower, and other systems. One host refers to a home-wide smart host, which is a home supercomputer. It uses Lingxiao dual CPUs and Harmony OS to provide Huawei Home Service, opening massive APIs to interact with intelligent devices, and works with professional factories to develop truly smart experience. The two networks provide PLC IoT narrowband network and Wi-Fi broadband network for homes. The network is available when there is electricity. This ensures stable and reliable connection of always-on devices and provides ultra broadband and stable Wi-Fi access for homes. And hardware refers to the hardware that can be connected and managed in a unified manner. This exhibition hall consists of living room, bedroom, balcony, bathroom, and kitchen.
Right? So just think about that. You have so much technology tools, right? That are essentially emerging and that you will also be part of co-creating. So these are incredibly exciting times. Now, for this next generation of technologies, we need to have quite a lot of computing processing power. We also need to have amazing data and artificial intelligence structures, right? The fantastic news is this: we now have JIUZHANG quantum computer, right? Which has 8 states and 8 dimensions, just as a beginning, okay? And the opportunities and the potential for JIUZHANG quantum is just immeasurable, essentially. Already, it is several million times faster than some of the US quantum computers. So let's take a look at this brilliant and beautiful quantum system. Wasn't that super, super cool? It's amazing. It's some of the best technology that I've seen in all my time in tech. So those are some examples essentially of emerging quantum technologies and applications, right? That the students at Huawei will be co-creating and you know, inventing and problem solving, and who knows what you will all make. I just can't wait. Super exciting. Now, what it means is that we're actually on the precipice of a paradigm shift. So what we're doing is we're actually shifting from classical computers towards quantum computers. So with classical computers, this is rooted in Aristotle, whose logic is one or other. And what that means is we can see it in terms of, for example, in Facebook. So Facebook likes, and we build a bell curve from those binary signals. And we can see it in swipe left or swipe right. Now, the interesting thing is, as part of my research, when I was figuring out my own system, I discovered that in 1666 to 1716, Leibniz had misinterpreted JIUZHANG, right? JIUZHANG. So he had thought that our hexagrams are 0 or 1, but Chinese people know that the hexagrams are not 0 and 1 because they are yin yang. And so what I have done is that I have been inspired to go back to the ancient text and to remember that yin yang and Taoism is about all of us. And it is about nature and nature's dynamic energies, evolution, mind, meaning, matter, being, becomings, communication, connections, collaborations, co-creation, and coherency. And for me, I am particularly interested in making sure that everything is coherent with head, heart, and soul, and that it has inner truth, 中府, which I'm interpreting essentially as our subjective inner perceptions. And with this, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you the system, my census system. So can you see this on the screen? Hopefully, yes. So with census, instead of only having the option to choose one or other, I am giving the option essentially to choose both, right? And it is much more democratic and much more freeform. So the user can say, well, I don't need to choose if it's masculine or feminine. I'm going to choose both. And what that does is it completely changes the way in which we can do data analytics, and we can track the perception waves for consumers over time. So this is very different from a typical bell curve structure that we currently have within data analytics. And in the same way, I can do the same for words. So I can say, well, maybe I think, chic is a feminine word. Maybe I think child-friendly is a masculine word. And so I can freeform invite users to essentially, self-select and self-define. And then they can share the information and we can have comparisons essentially between peoples so that we actually understand people much better. So, and then from there, what we can do is we can generate a lot of different data analytics, right? That can help us essentially to understand how we can serve consumers and end users much better. And then the other thing that we can do is we can do a mind map. So this is an example of the types of, much more complex and coherent data analytics that we can do, right? And so with that, and then we can get as complex, more complex as we want to, essentially. And so with that, I'm going to end my talk on how to apply Yinyang in AI and business analytics. And thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you, Twain. Thanks for your fantastic speech. So now is a Q&A session. Yeah, okay, now is a Q&A session. So after this fantastic speech, I know you may come across a lot of questions, discussions, or reflections. So now you are free to share your thinkings in the group chat, and you will have an opportunity to communicate with Twin now. So let's check if there are some questions. Yeah, Riga posted a question. She asked how to use a sustainable perspective to think about the yin-yang and AI in business models. Twin, if you see this question in group chat, maybe you can answer this question briefly. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a fantastic question, Riga. Recently there was a COP26 meeting with many of the government heads, and President Xi proposed ecological civilization as the vision and the strategy for the world moving forward. So nature is, as I said in our presentation, that nature is a core and the common truth for all of humanity, okay? And everybody is committed essentially to protecting the environment and making sure that we have, an amazing environment to hand down through the generations. So the core of Yin Yang, and particularly with a lot of sort of yin-yang systems is the recognition that we put nature, cultures, and peoples at the core of all of the design, all of the architecture, and all of the problem solving, you know, across the technologies. I hope that's helpful.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for your answering. So let's check, are there any more questions in this session? No? Okay. I have a question for you. So
Sure.
do you think are there any risks or costs of using new tools like Yinyang, and how to complement these costs?
We are always in a situation with every technical revolution. There is actually, you know, a book by Thomas Kuhn, which is KUHN, in which he talks about, you know, sometimes people having resistance to, you know, development or, you know, to essentially, you know, new technological systems, whether they were the printing press or whether they were the looms or, you know, anything within industrial revolution. But we are in a situation where the quantum technologies are emerging, and it is a positive development for everybody, because what it means is that we will be able to model the environment, economics, language, so much of all of the data that we need to model in a coherent way. We will actually have those technologies to solve, you know, problems that we haven't been able to solve so far.
Okay, thank you. Because we also have some courses about the philosophy of science, and we also read the book of Thomas Kuhn. So your answer is very inspiring to me. We just, in our previous course, we are talking about the scientific revolution and paradigm change and such issues.
Fantastic. So philosophy always informs and affects technology. And when we think about, you know, the Occidental and the Occidental sort of perspectives, what we want to arrive at is East and West.
Yes.
Okay. So in that sense, you know, East and West is itself yin yang. And the question is always, you know, how can we essentially do, there is a term which is best of breed. So a hybrid, essentially, right? So how can we hybridize the technology through collaboration and co-creation across many cultures and with many disciplines? How can we, you know, harness East and West so that we actually build, you know, brilliant technologies that solve many problems? So solving problems such as increasing food abundance for everybody, right? Yeah. Rearranging, for example, that we have demand and supply that is much more aligned. So at the moment, we can have a situation in terms of economics where we maybe in some areas of the world, there is overproduction of some goods and services, but people are not buying those goods and services. So then there becomes an inventory overhang, and it is something like $1.9 trillion of wastage, okay, of where people have, you know, systems that they have manufactured the goods and products, but people aren't buying them. So then, you know, these goods and products, they end up being in warehouses, and that wastes electricity, and then they end up in landfills, and that's very bad for the environment. So for this generation and future generations of technologists, this is a big opportunity, right? For us to apply quantum technologies, to apply Huawei, AI kit, Harmony OS, to build these technologies together and to figure out how do we solve these, big global problems together.
Yeah, thank you. Your answer is really inspiring, and I learned a lot from your speech. I think every one of us learned a lot from your fantastic sharing today. As a student of social science, I really appreciate your concern to combine the technology with some concerning issues about our society today. So I think technology is just a means, and some social welfare is the ultimate end. And now we need to combine the means and the ends together. So if there are no more questions or reflections, I think we should applaud for the fantastic sharing of Twin today. Really, thanks for your sharing. Yeah.
Thank you so much to HSD for organizing this. And really, there is tremendous potential in every single one of you. Whether you are studying the arts, the social sciences, languages, computer science, mathematics, physics, biology. As I showed in my presentation, there are just so many aspects of ourselves, our inner qualities, right, that we can harness together to solve these problems, to co-create, to communicate with each other, to be considerate towards each other, across cultures and across disciplines. So, it's a great future ahead, as long as we co-create it together and do it coherently. So yes. Thank you.
Yeah, really thank you, Twin. Thank you again. So now, if there are no more questions, maybe now I will share a good opportunity for all of you today. Oh, yeah. So Jean says, thanks a lot. I think everyone are very grateful to Twin for this fantastic speech.
Yeah. I'm grateful to you guys because you will be fantastic ambassadors and you will have amazing fun at the hackathons. I've had a lot of fun at hackathons. You will win swag, but more importantly, you will make friends. And so that is all ahead of you.
Yes, actually, Twin said what I want to convey to all of you, because now Huawei is recruiting student ambassadors in Sweden. Up to now in Sweden, we have 2 member universities. They are Lund University and the University of Gothenburg. And now we want to recruit more student ambassadors, not only in these 2 universities, but also in all universities in Sweden. So as a student ambassador, you have opportunity to organize many kinds of fantastic events like tech talks, workshops, and hackathons on regular basis. And you also have opportunities to learn many skills like public speaking, event planning, marketing, and also have great opportunities to talk to some leaders in the industry and expand your personal networking. So if you are interested in becoming a student ambassador, later I will show you the link to register your interest. And I need to say the student ambassador is a very good opportunity, and anyone, no matter you are undergraduate or postgraduate student, and no matter what academic background are you from, are welcome to register and know some specific technical requirement. And as a student ambassador, you don't fight alone because we have a Huawei team behind you. And our team will provide many resources and help you to plan your events and provide some contents and invite guest speakers and also connect with the Huawei student developer community all over the world. So I think it's a fantastic opportunity for all of you. So any one of you who would like to be a student ambassador in Sweden, you are welcome to scan the QR code on the right or to log in through our website link for more details. Thank you. And after that, we will have a very short survey. This survey is to help us improve our event planning in the future. So if you have time, I invite all of you to use your mobile phone to scan this QR code and complete a very short, maybe 1 minute Slido survey. If you don't bring your mobile phone with you, it doesn't matter. You can still click the website link below or enter the code 069316 at slido.com. It only takes 1 or 2 minutes. So please complete this survey. This will help us greatly. And after this short survey, we will have a very excited Lucky Joe session because Huawei provides many interesting souvenirs for all of you. Today, we have 3 kinds of souvenirs. One is a very lovely mug, and another is a very fancy t-shirt. Then we also have a well-made notebook. So let's see who will be the lucky guys today. Yeah, maybe we wait for 1 minute, and when it comes to 16:50, the Lucky Joe will start.
Ooh, super exciting. Swag.
Yeah, thank you.
I think there's a fair distribution of all of the colors, so everybody has a good chance of winning.
Yes, exactly.
I think, yeah, the possibility is equally distributed.
Now, what color is the t-shirt?
It's a white t-shirt, like what she wears. Yeah.
Yes, I'm already wearing now.
Amazing.
I'm really like this material. It feels so comfortable.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really important to have, you know, I mean, t-shirts, to have really good quality, comfortable t-shirts.
Yes, exactly.
It's very versatile.
Okay, it's 50 now, so welcome us to our Lucky Draw section. And you can see all the participants' name is here. And in this part, there will 12 lucky people will get the gift from us. And you can see like, yeah, first one is the really nice t-shirt. It's really comfortable. And then here is also a mug for you all. And you can see like, I think it's very beautiful. And we also have the really useful notebook. Can you see? Yes. And if you win the gift, please join to our Facebook group and contact with our administrators. And then, are you ready now? Let's start the first round, okay? So let me Yes, let's see who will be the first lucky guy. Okay. Wow, congratulations to Wenjing. Hello. Yes, don't forget to contact with our administrators. Okay, this is the first one. So this is, let's see who will be the second one. Yay. Let's see. Okay, so the second one is Cao Chen. Okay, don't forget to contact with our administrator. Second one, yes. There will be the third one. Let's see who will be the third one. Okay, congratulations. Yes. Third one, fourth one. Let's start. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, congratulations to Zhang. Oh, wow, you are so lucky. Okay, next one. Let's continue. Oh, wow. You are so lucky, Liu. Please contact with our administrator, okay? Let's go on. Oh, congratulations to Yushe. Okay. Don't forget to contact with our administrator, and then you can choose whatever you want. Okay. So there are also another 6 people. Let's see. Oh, Nara Yamamoto. Thank you. Congratulations. And then go, faster. Who will be the next one? Congratulations to Zixing. Yay, just move fast. Okay, Kai Lao. Am I correct? Congratulations. Wow, Nur Sargil, congratulations. Yes, please contact with our administrator, okay? Let's see who will be the next one. How many people? Wow, congratulations to Jean. Okay, so there will be the last one. Who will be the last lucky guy? Let's see. Congratulations to Xu Chun. Thank you so much. Thank you for your join our activity today. And then hopefully we can see you all next time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for your participation for today's Tech Talk. I think you all learned a lot from today's activity. Okay, so as a host, I really appreciate your interest in this event, and I really hope you can join our Facebook groups or register your interest at the Huawei website. So look forward to the next Tech Talk with all of you. Thank you. Yeah, and goodbye.
And remember to take part in the Huawei hackathons, because you will probably win even more swag like watches and electronics gear. Maybe.
Yes.
Have fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.
And Merry Christmas to all of us in advance.
Yes. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Yeah, bye for now.
好，辛苦朝阳停一下录制，还有直播。